Driving this car through the hills is a great experience. There's really nothing else on your mind when you're going through the gears and into the brakes, into a corner, and then accelerating through. There's nothing else that you're thinking about, and that's a great experience. People are so busy and in the moment usually that it's great to take a step back, and it's almost like taking a vacation after you get back from a nice drive in the mountains with a car like this. I'm Addison Lee. I'm driving a 1965 Mustang Fastback. Mustangs have been around since 1964 and a half, and since then they've made a big impact in the racing scene, but also I think they're just one of America's favorite cars. In my mind, few other cars that are as fun to drive and just put a big smile on your face as far as the driving experience with the power, the handling and the looks, and just really the whole experience. The way that they smell and even feel is something that's hard to beat for me.
This car is the car that my son and I put together for him to go to high school. The Fastback Mustang was an object of obsession. It was really the original pony car, which opened a whole new market for Ford. This is an analog car. There's nothing digital about it. And so it's old school and it works well. You're driving around in a car that you have to do everything manually.
Very upfront with people that it's not an original Shelby. It's just regular 65 Mustang Fastback. Just built a new motor for it. It is a 347 stroker, and it's putting out about 430 horsepower and the same amount of torque. It's got a 5-speed gearbox with an overdrive, so it's okay on the freeway, but it also has 411 rear-end gears, so it goes through first through fourth really quickly, so it's got a lot of pull to it, which makes it a ton of fun in a straight line, but it also has tubular A-arm suspension with pretty stiff shocks, so it's a little bit more stiff than the original suspension, so it handles the corners a lot better. When I was a little kid, I'd always go to the historic races like the Monterey Historics and help crew on the Cobra that he was racing, and just kind of fell in love with the smells, the sounds, and just the atmosphere of being at the races growing up, and I fell in love with all of the cars and everything about them as a little kid. Primarily, I've raced Mustangs over the years. Started in the Camaro Mustang Challenge series, moved up to the American Iron series. After that, I moved into sports racers. I had a Radical SR3. More recently, moved back into Mustang, so kind of came full circle and currently race in an SCCA series called Spec Mustang.
I think that he found the limits with this car growing up, but he was always treating it with respect. It wasn't a throwaway thing. He never had a wreck in this car. So he learned a lot driving this car around. It cost us a lot of tires, a lot of brake pads, but you know, I know it was a foundation for him being a very accomplished race driver.
Ever since I can remember, we've been in the garage. Always we're working in a one-car garage before this was built, and it's absolutely a bonding experience when you have to go through the hard engineering problems sometimes and the difficult moments where parts don't fit or you have to think outside of the box, and all of those moments really create a more special bond. So being able to really bond in the garage is a really rewarding experience.
If you put real sweat equity into something, you've got a meaningful investment and you'll take care of it. And he really took care of this car and still does, because I really think he cares a lot about it. It means something to him.
I'm planning to drive it to work and continue driving it during the week as well, just to have a little bit of extra fun in the morning. what's under the skin that count. For cars, especially vintage cars, it's more the story behind the car than what is actually on the surface and what it looks like.